We'll see how it goes. We are
Yeah,
live
cool.
now. Hello, everyone. Just want to set the stage a little bit. So, Tesla is now the top selling car brand across most of Europe. So, today I've got my guest, Tom, with us. And our topic today is Tesla dominating Europe. Tom Sjötun is the president of the Tesla Owners West Sweden, who's going to share his views about Tesla's growth in Europe and also his recent experience visiting Giga Berlin for the second time. Tom is a long-time Tesla owner. He's driven more than 350,000 miles on your Tom. 5 Teslas now since 2014.
Yes,
Five
five.
Teslas. This is what you call a loyal customer.
Exactly.
So
Thanks for
welcome
having
back
me.
to the channel, Tom. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm back from Berlin. I'm still digesting everything we saw, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. Giga Berlin is it's the most modern car factory in the world. They're producing 5,000 cars a week, and the logistics is, yeah, you're overwhelmed.
So for everyone watching this, to give some context again, I'm very honored to have Tom here. We actually met twice now. We first met
Yeah.
2 years ago. So I'm just going to put out some pictures on the screen. We first time we met was in October 2021, just before GigaFest Berlin. So that's Tom. I put a red circle over there on the right side. Fun fact: this was Elon actually liked this post when I shared on Twitter. So that was my first Elon like. So that's my personal milestone. But yeah, this was with the Sweden team. There was a lot of different clubs behind us gathering
The
for dinner.
Norwegian team, yeah, I got the Norwegian team
Yes,
there.
that's right. Big
Cool.
representation from Norwegian team. Second time we
Yeah.
met was last year, and during the
hmm
Cyber Rodeo. This actual day was in TeslaCon, Texas. We were with the
Yeah.
New York club there.
The
Yeah,
funny thing is, I had a ticket for the Cyber Rodeo,
yeah.
but due to an airplane almost crashing from Amsterdam to Texas, I missed it by an hour. So I landed in Tesla at 1 in the morning, and that's when the Cyber Rodeo ended. So I was literally at the airport in Atlanta watching the live stream with Elon. So I'm like,
Damn.
but the next day, and when Sandy and the local club organized, that was a great event, and I will definitely go to that again. That was a great experience.
Yeah, very good to hear that at least there's a lot of activity, events. The European Tesla clubs have been organizing a lot of interesting events as well. I really
hmm
hope to visit Sweden or Norway again soon. So fingers
Yeah.
crossed. So talking about Europe, Tesla has been
Mhm.
doing well, especially the Model Y. This is a really beautiful picture in a recent Tesla Impact report that was released a few days ago. And I think what's caught everyone by surprise is just how well Model Y is doing. So we're just putting like the Europe Q1 top 10 sales charts. You see Tesla and many other brands. But one thing you notice is that Tesla is not just a top selling car model, especially Model Y, but its price is more than double every other top selling car in Europe. So, Tom, can you tell us what's driving this?
I think it's number one. It's an excellent car. It's the best Tesla I've driven so far. I've driven all except for the original Roadster, and I do think that it takes 10 hours to produce a Model Y. The closest competitor, Volkswagen, an ID.4, that takes um, about 30 hours to produce. So they're like 10 hours, 30 hours.
Yeah,
So the cost of manufacturing a car is just, and so when Tesla slashed the prices, which is the
yeah,
equivalent of how much the other car manufacturers make, it's I know for a fact a lot of the other manufacturers, they got their sales declined. People says, I'm going to go for a Model Y instead because it's cheaper than a Skoda Enyaq or a ID.4 from Volkswagen, and
yeah.
it has full self-driving, it has the supercharging network, and it's a cheaper car. So, and you can get delivery now instead of 5, 6, 12, 10, 20 months for the other, you wait in line forever. And so they can actually deliver. That's why.
Wow. Can we walk us just through like memory lane? Your journey in Tesla actually started in 2014. Tesla was not
Yeah.
always so successful like it is today. Tell us a little bit more about the early days. Like, how did it begin for you? How did car 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah. This was in 2013. I saw my first Model S, and I thought, I need to have this. It's like in 1987, I saw my first Mac. I just had to have a Mac. I only have Macs. So I bought the first Tesla in 2014, drove across country from Stockholm, where I picked it up. That's the only place that had it, like 5, 6, 7 hours away from me. And I thought, where am I going to charge this car? Where do I buy tires? How about the insurance? So I ended up driving like 100,000 miles in that car. So I told my wife, hey, I need to start a Facebook group. And if I can gather 10 people in the whole entire West Sweden, we could exchange ideas. And she said, you're crazy. You're a dreamer. 10 people driving EVs. Well, I said, if I can get 5, I'm good if I can get 5. 5 is okay. So I got the car and I met people and we were honking the horn and waving like you did in the early days with the Tesla. And we became an official Tesla club. And we're all over Sweden. And we have this great community that is global today, where you and me we talk on a weekly basis, and I do that with the rest of the. I had the first car, the Model S, was the best car I ever had, S85, and then the Model X came, and it knocked me. Model X is crazy, and I had that for like 12,000 miles, 120,000 miles. Sorry, 120,000 miles. And then the Model 3 came. And when I sold my Model X, my 2 sons, they wouldn't speak to me for a week. Because they love Model X so much. The Falcon wing doors. And he said, you come over to Model 3, Dad? What's wrong with you? But they got over it. Yeah, so I got that for another 100,000 miles. Yeah. And I was at the unveiling for the Model Y in 2019. And I was just shocked. And I said, this car is going to outsell everything. And everybody, when I come back to Sweden, says, it's ugly. You see it in the pictures. It's ugly. But when you see it live, you're going to love it. No, that's going to be the worst flop ever. It's just going to crash, blah, blah, blah. It's worthless. I said, mark my words. This is 2019. I have seen the future. La, 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 and then I got my hands. The first Model Y was the long range, which my wife drives, which is an excellent car coming out of Shanghai. And now I have the Model Y Performance that is built in Berlin. And I think it's an evolution from the Model S and Model X from America, which is, American standard building wise. The car coming out of Shanghai is just so good. I would rate it 9 out of 10 in build quality. And when you come to Berlin, it's 10 out of 10. My friend who used to be a Mercedes lover, he said it's Mercedes level quality class. That's how good it is.
Coming from a Mercedes lover, that's credible.
Amazing. Exactly, because the Germans, they build good cars. And you can also see that when you go into the factory, how it's not saying the others aren't. I've been to all factories except for the Shanghai and the one in Buffalo. I haven't been to that one, but I mean, Tilburg and Fremont. So Model Y is definitely my favorite car to drive because it has the size. It's a smaller Model X, but you have the great quality of driving from a Model 3. And it's just, we went back and forth to Germany and, on the Autobahn, it still has some areas where you have free speed, more or less. So it's just the most fun car to drive, and it's Yeah,
I
I
agree.
couldn't be more happy with that. And the only car I could trade it for is probably this Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
Yeah,
We'll talk
yeah,
about that
which
too.
okay, yeah. Let's circle back to that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to take this as a chance just to greet everyone on the live stream. Kevin Horton from Lakeland, Florida, saying hi.
Hmm?
Kevin, thank you for joining the earlier live stream. So just an hour ago, the first known Singapore Tesla owner drove all the way up to Thailand, to Bangkok, to charge at the Supercharger.
Wow.
So good seeing you, Kevin. We have Isaac saying, Tom, a friend of yours?
Yeah, he's Isaac with Q. Very important. He's one of our members. He's a
Yeah.
great guy. He drives a Model S Plaid, and yeah, he made those beautiful stickers. I don't know. We'll probably post some picture of that later with our with the Giga logo on our cars and stuff for the shirts we made. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy. Yeah.
Thank you for the support on the channel. Here's the Tom misspelled t-shirt. Where is the misspelling, Tom? Tell us about your t-shirt.
Who said that? Oh, it was Isaac. Thank you very much, Isaac. It actually says spontaneous. There. Yeah, the L. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out, Isaac. You know, people gonna love. They're gonna go on my web shop now. But the shirt you buy now on the web shop is correctly spelled. So yeah.
So for our friends watching in the live stream, Tom sells t-shirt. It's on www.sjötun.se.
Yep.
Am I pronouncing? How do I pronounce correctly?
Sjötun. I don't know. Sjötun. It's a Norwegian name. Norwegian. So it's yeah. I have a hard time myself, pronouncing that.
Thank you.
But I also have these cool coffee mugs. It's on there. It says "We can do it." It's like an astronaut, and it's kind of like it. I kind of think it represents, what Tesla and SpaceX and everything is doing. Going for Mars and supporting Elon. So yeah.
So cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah.
I don't have a fancy mug yet. Lord
Not
Quest
yet.
saying
Yeah,
hello.
I'll send you some. Yeah.
And Elias.
That's Elias. That's my dad. My son. That's my 15-year-old son. Yeah, he's the one that didn't talk to me for a week when I sold the Model X. So yeah.
Thank you for the support. So hopefully you'll turn around when you get the Cybertruck one day. I want to talk about that. So Tom, remember when Elon was here in Giga Fest 2 years ago? He made two promises. One, Giga beer. He just delivered on that promise.
Exactly, and I'm going to enjoy that this weekend. I got my 3 beers for that cost an arm and a leg, but I'm going to enjoy it this weekend. I'm having it on cold right now.
So that's promise number 1, Giga beer fulfilled. Thank you, Elon.
Yeah.
Second, I don't know whether it's a promise, but it felt pretty close to it, like a smaller Cybertruck for Europe.
Yeah, and I just think if you look at how many pre-orders you have for Europe, is it like 600,000, 700,000?
Yeah.
It would be too much money to what do you say? To throw away. It's such a huge market, and people are everybody's talking about it over here, and they want it. And there's 2 camps. Oh, it's ugly. I think it's cool. I want it. And when you look at the other trucks that are being imported here, like the Lightning 150, which when you import that to Sweden, it's so expensive, but there's still a high demand for it. So when the Cybertruck comes, I think people just gonna, if you can't sell it over here, I think people actually gonna import it for themselves.
Have you got
even though it's the wrong electric, but you need like an adapter to charge it. But I definitely think that's gonna happen.
Tom, have you got a chance to see a real Cybertruck like in the Peterson Museum or anywhere else yet?
Oh yeah. I was actually at the Cybertruck unveiling, so I actually took a test ride in it. And I'm like shocked. It's just shocked. But actually in the Peterson Museum, it's I think up until October this year, it's on display, so you can actually see it in Los Angeles.
I'll be in California in June. Hope to see it. So I want to ask you. So when people
Yeah.
say a smaller Cybertruck,
Yeah.
what do they mean by smaller? Like Model X size?
I'm thinking because it's a bit bigger now. I think
Yeah.
it also has to do with it's so safe. If you crash with a Cybertruck today, it's like crashing with a tank. So they need to have deformation zones, stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. So hopefully
And yeah.
we hear that. Right now, Cybertruck has 1.8 million global pre-orders, but then there's a lot in Europe and Asia who want it, but the size
Wow.
currently it's
Wow.
not possible. Talking about all
No.
the regions.
Mm,
So for many years, Tesla sold in Europe either came from US or China and Giga
hmm
Shanghai. And now we've got
mm,
Giga Berlin producing European-made
yeah.
Teslas. What are
Yes.
the perceptions of Teslas made in US, China, Germany? Is there a bias towards one?
I think it is. I'm thinking in the beginning, as Elon said, it's within specs. There are panel gaps and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And I think it has to do with also the Fremont factory. If you look at it, it's a former Toyota factory, which they took over and tried to tweak it into their own. But the Giga Shanghai and the Giga Berlin is brand new factories with brand new machines, which makes it easier to have higher quality.
yeah,
And in my opinion, that's probably why we see better quality. I don't think it has anything to do with the labor in America or Shanghai or Berlin. I think
yeah.
it's what you can do with the products you're given, or the tools, rather the tools.
Tesla's iterating. Next factory in Mexico is going to be really good. We
Oh,
just saw news yesterday that Elon just met the president of South Korea by his request.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Wow.
We wonder why.
Mm.
Is it
I
to get him
wonder
to sign up for
why.
Twitter Blue? Twitter Blue.
Yeah, he needs those $7, or is it the $4, something like that? Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs those. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
No, that's gonna be amazing when you look at how fast it goes with the factories. I mean, like Berlin now, from
Yeah,
from when you and me were there to right now, it's
yeah.
so much bigger and so fast. They build it so fast. It's the logistics around Giga Berlin is amazing. You have 5,000 cars coming out of there every week.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look inside, when they actually make the tires and
Mm-hmm.
and they have everything inside the factory, it's one of those things that is what makes Tesla so unique. Instead of being dependent on subcontractors and stuff like that, when you do it in-house, like you did when the first cars came out 100 years ago, you had everything in-house. And
That's
then
true.
for many years now, you put it out on subcontractors, and now it's time to get it back in. And probably Tesla is first of doing that. I would believe. So yeah.
Tom, I need to fix my camera, so let me just reconnect. Give me 1 minute.
Hmm?
Everyone in the live stream, give me
Cool.
1 minute, please. Thanks so much.
I'll do the Elon dance. Should I do the Elon dance?
Thank you.
you know, how was that? Did he do like that, or how did Elon do it? I can't even remember. I don't know. I'm probably the only person that can beat Elon by dancing bad. I don't know. I will try to do that. In the meantime, I can show you when you come to the Giga Berlin factory, you will get one of these vests. I will show. It says Tesla visitor, and in the back it says, let me see now, Giga Berlin, Brandenburg. So you get one of those, and you get to keep it, which is pretty cool. And the entire tour, which was from, it's only for official clubs, obviously, and its members. So you get in there and you get a very good, like an hour and a half tour of the factory. and it's you get very impressed by how much automated it is when it comes to robots, logistics. It's a very oil, well, you know, let's not use the word oil there, but very fine-tuned oiled machine. The only thing we didn't see, obviously, is the paint shop, but that has to do with you know, you have to be, you know, hazmat suit and everything to go inside. But it was a great experience coming in there.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So you've been there twice. By the way,
Yes.
great improv. So hats off
Oh,
to Tom.
yeah.
Everyone in the audience, please give Tom some love. He was a champion here, champion host,
That's the last time you see me dancing online, though. Okay.
champion host.
Yeah.
So the first time when we visited together 2 years ago, again, it wasn't a live, really a live production factory.
No.
The machines were just moving like a dance. It was not real. But this time when you went last week, like that was the real deal. It was really 5,000 cars per week coming out.
Oh yeah. And that was also the thing when you walk inside. They say at the end of the tour you're going to take one picture. No pictures inside, but in today's culture, I mean, you're used to snapping pictures everywhere. So I'm like, literally 20 times I'm reaching for my phone in the pocket. Going, oh no, I can't take a picture in here. And last time, if you remember, they said, please take as many pictures as you want to.
Yeah.
And we said, oh, you're sure? Yeah. You know, take pictures, as many as you want to. But this time, you know, we respected that. So we got one shot at the end of the tour. And the members were, you know, really impressed, both as how much they were showing us, because we're actually walking live. There's production going everywhere. So they said, walk on the line, you know.
Yeah.
We went by the press. We got to see that when they changed the equipment. And they said, stop, there's trucks moving here, you know. We're going back and forth. So this is a full production. So hats off for Tesla for allowing this. I mean, this is not like a randomly guided tour. They're actually producing 5,000 cars a week while we're going there. So I kind of understand why they don't open it up to the public like, you know, they used to have in Fremont, where you could, you know, get tickets, you know, through the VIN number.
That's right. So this is I'm just going to put up the picture that your club took. This was your Twitter post, and I'm just going to zoom in the picture.
Yeah.
This was everyone.
Look at that. That's the gang. That's the 45. That's the club members right there. Happy 45 members.
45 members there. Everyone drove from Sweden?
Yeah, well, actually somebody flied, but we're not going to name those people. But most of them drove. Yeah, we did. And it's a beautiful ride across Europe. It takes about a day and a half, depending on where you live. And the Supercharger Network it's just amazing. You fly by 2 or 3 superchargers on the way. You can pick wherever you want. And since I'm in the Model Y now, I only go for the version 3 supercharger, 250 kilowatt. It's like only 150. I won't stop there. It's like you're so spoiled. Like other people driving other brands are like, oh, I would love to get 150. And we're like, no, we don't stop there. It's going to take too long. So we were thinking about doing a detour, but that's like 160. That it would take like 10-12 hours a detour to check out the version 4 supercharger in Holland. The one that has 632 kilowatt. We didn't do that. It was too far detour. I love to take detours because you drive a Tesla, but we didn't have the time. We had to get back. But yeah, we would love to do that. But yeah, everybody drove there, and we got great pictures outside with the cars outside, and did a Tesla light show, and yeah.
Can I ask, this picture that your club took this is the final inspection area, correct? So like the Model
Exactly.
Ys will
Yeah.
actually be rolling out right behind you. So like did they like pause the line for a while? It's like, okay, you have 1 minute, get there, take the photo, and come back out. What was
No,
happening?
it would no. Actually, they said they looked. Oh, look at that. Okay, there's going to be a gap here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You get in there because the car is coming behind you. You have literally 30 seconds. It's going to be one shot, and we had a pro camera. So the guide, he actually took the camera and go, pop, 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 took 3, 4 shots out of there, and so we got back, and it's we had one shot. It was one shot only.
One
So
shot.
and the inspection, that area, if they see the least smallest glitch in something, it goes and comes back again. It must be perfect when it leaves the line.
Amazing.
So final inspection, those guys are very critical. They put on critical glasses, so to speak.
Amazing.
I mean, it's yeah. So and we thought we were going to be there for a long time. Like they were probably going to stop the line. And they said, no, this line does not stop for you guys. We need to do 5,000 cars a week. So and I remember when we were the first time, they were dreaming about doing 500 within the first 6 months or something. You remember
Yeah.
when Elon said that? Yeah, and he
Yeah.
said, we're aiming for 10,000 within a year and a half, which they are. There are 10,000 people working there now, so they're the biggest employer in the city of Brandenburg, Berlin.
That's right.
And so when you go there by car, you meet these huge trailers with like 10 Teslas on it.
Yeah.
It's like you're meeting them everywhere. It's like it's amazing.
Super cool. So
Yeah.
Tom just gave us a practical tip. If you are a Tesla Owners Club visiting Giga Berlin and you got a photographer, remember you have 30 seconds more or less. Take that shot, everyone get in your
Exactly.
place. Yeah, no time to fool around.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
Did when we were there 2 years ago, we actually got to speak with engineers in different stations.
Yeah.
But I imagine now, because it's a live production line, you can't really do that, right?
No, exactly. And but it was really cool because you had your earpods in and your
Yeah.
phone. So the guide was talking on his phone and everybody was hearing it. So, but we did get. I mean, the tour was. I think when you and me went through the factory tour, we spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I think, going through. This time it was like an hour and a half. So we got this much time, and they took the time to explain everything, the different how each station. So it was. I felt they really took the time to show us, and we're really grateful for them, having this. I mean, I mean, going into a factory with full production.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they don't do that to anybody. So I feel it's you feel appreciated by Tesla very much.
That's really cool to open up to Tesla Owners Clubs. So a few clubs have went already. I think one of the earlier ones before yours was also the French club, the French Tesla Owners Club as well.
French were first. Today Finland was there. Germany was there on Monday, I think. And Austria were there the same day as us. So it's everybody's eager to go there.
I hope I do my best to see if we can organize one for the owners clubs across Asia Pacific, because going to Germany is a big investment in time and money. I understand that. Yeah, because we can't drive to Germany for most of Asia. So. Not yet.
No, you should do a SpaceX rocket. If you do that, I mean, you can fly there.
Yeah, waiting for a few more star bases to pop up around the world.
Yeah.
We will get there. So yeah, I hope to. I'll try my best to speak with the Tesla team. If we get a chance to get a few owners, if you are a Tesla owner in Asia Pacific and you're keen to visit Giga Berlin, just DM me on Twitter or just reach out to me however you can. We'll find a way to make it happen together. I think visiting all these factories, seeing how our cars are made, the amount of care that's put into it is something that we don't get to experience. It's very, very rare. Like Apple's not going to host me into their iPhone factory anytime soon.
Exactly. I mean, who does this? Nobody does this. It's a one in a lifetime opportunity if you can get it. I mean, when the Corona hit, all the factories were closed. Yeah, definitely. And I don't know, Tilburg. I think Tilburg, that's where they assembled the Model S and Model X that came in from America. And I
Yeah.
think that is being relocated to Berlin now. I'm not sure. I think I read that somewhere. Yeah,
Berlin
because
is expanding.
exactly. I think it is. Yeah.
It is expanding. What was the overall feeling of all your 45 Club members after the whole tour? What was the biggest
They were.
takeaway?
I'm thinking just the opportunity to go there. They felt really chosen that they got the opportunity to do it. Because it's so live. This is actually where it's happening. The trucks are coming because the guy says, "Hey, stop now. Okay, when those two trucks go past us, we can walk. Don't walk around in the factory." So
Yeah,
it's so live. It's like watching a live act for something. Um, and
that's
and
amazing.
and also that they took the time to show us this. It wasn't we didn't feel rushed or anything. They took the time to explain everything. So it was a bit harder to ask questions inside. You can do it afterwards,
Yeah.
but we felt really safe. We got the vest, we got the hard hats on, and the glasses. But yeah, we got to experience the most modern car factory in the world. You know, at close range. It's unprecedented.
They let you keep the vest, all of you?
Yeah, we got to keep the vest.
Oh,
Yes, we did. Yeah.
that's a gift.
Uh,
Isaac in
that
the
was
chat
cool.
is saying people were running around who were really excited doing their work there, and he was really impressed on the work ethic.
Yeah. Everybody knew what they were doing,
Yeah.
and they were assembling stuff, and we got to see that, and we also got to see the marriage part, as they said. It's when the battery and the bottom, gets and yeah, exactly that part, and the chassis like that, and the screw on top, and it's so on time. It's like it's so smooth. That was really cool. Well, everything was cool. It's you just wish you. Uh, I just wish they would have, and I think they probably will, at some point have like a gift shop, like they used to have
Yeah.
in Tilburg, where you can buy stuff. You can
Yes.
have a Giga beer and stuff like that. I hope for that one
Yes.
day. That would be they would sell a lot.
Agree. They
Uh,
can have a gift
uh,
shop. It's like how Apple
yeah,
headquartered Apple Park, they've got the Apple Visitor Center.
yeah,
If you've
true
been
that.
there,
Yeah.
2 stories, get to see the
Oh,
whole panoramic view, buy Apple
exactly.
t-shirts,
Yeah,
buy a few
yeah.
iPhones and MacBooks.
I bought an Apple Watch there. That Infinite Loop One.
Great
Yeah,
idea, Tom.
I hope they do that. They probably will. They probably will. They do it at all the factories.
Agree.
Because there was like a cool Giga Cat and stuff like that, but that was only for the people working there. It wasn't. You couldn't buy anything yet.
I've
But
one last question. So
yeah,
Tesla is now Model Y is now the top selling car across Europe. You've
yeah.
seen Giga Berlin live
hmm
and expanding. What are you most
yeah.
looking forward to for Tesla in Europe in the next 12 to 18 months?
I'm thinking like right now you see so many cars on the roads and and supercharging network expanding like fast, like really really fast, and it's almost I'm not sure I'm going to say it live, but sometimes you're going to put out an extra supercharger. They are so close. But what I'm looking forward the most is the city chargers. They're going to come in Stockholm and Gothenburg and in Helsingborg, south of Sweden, where you have version 3 right in the middle of the centrum.
Yeah.
Probably that, and also the expansion of the service centers and the road team that come out, the Rangers,
Mm.
and also I don't know what does Elon have up his sleeve. I saw something online. I don't know who put it, but maybe it was there was some rumor that the first deliveries of the Cybertruck was going to be in November this year in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow previous models, that would mean that it would hit Europe 12 to 18 months later.
Fair.
So I really hope for that, because the leasing period for my Model Y is out in 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect. It would be so smooth returning that and getting a Cybertruck. So please, Elon, if you see this, please, I would love it.
I think that would be great timing. So just another sharing by Isaac in the chat. The coolest thing was the guy who was in charge of melting aluminium for Giga Press. Really tough guy with a long beard. He hung a Jolly Roger flag next to his workstation. So great personalities there.
Yeah, they actually said, because that's the pirate flag, the Jolly Roger. So that's the people in that department, they call themselves the pirate crew, because they're the toughest in the factory.
Wow.
Working with aluminum. They make those big bars of aluminum. Yeah, it was super hot, like a sauna. That was pretty cool, and he was waving to us and doing stuff like that.
Tesla seems to have a lot of momentum. What people from global perspective, they say, "Oh, BYD is doing really well in Asia Pacific." You think BYD would have more inroads in Europe the next 12 months? How is that being received?
For sure. I think that I've been saying for a lot of times, the European car manufacturers and the American ones, they're sleeping on Asia. They're going to wake up and say, what happened? And I think a couple of days ago, I saw an article saying that at the Shanghai Fair now, the Chinese car manufacturer, they're not doing copies of the ones they're leading now. So they said, watch out, now they're coming. And they are, so definitely, I think NIO, Xpeng, Hi-Fi, BYD for sure, because they have the buses, they have the whole range. The Hongxi is like, I think there's so many new brands. And if you look at it, for when the iPhone came out, everybody was laughing. Like Swedish Ericsson said, hey, we have a better camera than those guys. We have better specs than those guys. But swipe to unlock, you had me. And the same with, they've been laughing at Tesla and electric cars. But I guess they don't anymore. So I think there's going to be some, known manufacturers today is gonna vanish. And I also think that I would love to see Rivian to succeed. The American Rivian. I think I sat in their truck. You remember the Cyber Rodeo. I think that's a really, really cool car. I don't know about Lucid. Hopefully it can make it. And the new Fisker looks really great. I think they're delivering that at the end of May or something. And that's being produced in Austria or Switzerland or something in Europe as well. So there's so many beautiful cars come out, and obviously Polestar, which is a half Chinese, half Swedish brand. It's owned by Geely. They're coming out with great cars as well. And maybe also Nevs. Nevs, the Chinese car manufacturing Nevs, they took over Saab, if you remember Saab, the brand. They went out of business here, like a month or so or two ago. But just the other day, they showed their electric car that they made and almost took out to market. So hopefully someone will buy that, because that looks so nice. So
change is coming.
For sure. It happens all the time.
We have to find a way to get a Giga Shanghai tour one day.
I mean, let's do it. Let's do it.
Find a way. Actually, 2 years ago, like just before the Cyber Rodeo was announced, or just after, like Jay in Shanghai, he actually tweeted Elon and said, when is Shanghai's turn? And Elon said, end of 2022. I think that was before COVID.
Really?
Yeah. So, well, hopefully we get a chance one day. Elon's got to be visiting China again soon.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's make that happen. That would be epic. So
all right,
let's do it. And also, if anybody across Europe sees this, or obviously Asia, July 1st is the biggest Tesla EV event in Sweden or Nordic. we're doing Tesla Owners Camper Day. So please check it out, teslaownerscamper.day. We're going to set the world record for most streamed cars in an audio. It's going to be awesome, absolutely awesome. It's going to be in Sweden, the big main event in Sweden, but all over Europe, all over the world actually, from United States to Japan, across Europe. But yeah, the main event is in Sweden, and it will be epic.
I'll get all the final links from Tom later after this live
Cool.
stream.
Yeah.
I'll put them down in the chat description. You can also find Tom on Twitter. You'll find a link
Yeah.
to his Twitter handle in the video description. And if you want to learn more about Tesla Owners West Sweden, so like for some of us who are visiting Sweden, what's the best way to be in touch?
Oh yeah, go on Twitter. We're Owners West on Twitter, or through the website. Shoot us an email, and we will love, we'd love to because actually every week, 1 or 2 times a week, from all north to south, we have Tesla meetings. We meet for a cup of coffee, talk Tesla. So if you're in Sweden, just look us up, and we would love to have you.
Nice. The global community hears a lot about Norway, like Norway 90% EV adoption, Teslas everywhere. How is Tesla doing specifically in Sweden? Will you see it in many places too?
It's skyrocketing. Obviously, it's not as successful as Norway yet, but it's really coming there, and all the manufacturers here are only branding the EVs. Like if you see a commercial on TV or anywhere, it's only for EVs. So that's it's the only thing that sells right now.
Good to hear.
So yeah, it's
Thank you for
and
sharing.
yesterday, I live way out in the countryside, and yesterday it was like a 4-way crossing, and there was 4 Model Ys meeting at that little crossing. I'm like, is this happening? I'm 2 hours away from nothing. It's like like, this is not happening. I wish I could, snap a picture of this. If I could have imagined that. If I can imagine that back in 2014, when I was the only Tesla, I think, Tesla number 194 in entire Sweden. It's like, that's the guy with a Tesla, that's Tesla Tom going there. It's like, but now it's like, it's still cool, but there's so many Teslas. It's just amazing to see the growth of Tesla and the way we work together with them. And yeah, it's a lovely community. It's like it's the strongest community I found ever, because on a day-to-day basis, I touch base with people from all over the world, which I have never ever met if it wasn't for Tesla.
That is true. Likewise.
Yeah.
It's a gift. For anyone watching the live stream or watching after the fact, you're watching as a recorded video. If you have any questions for Tom and I, please let us know down in the comments. We'll do our best to answer. Tom, I hope to see you wherever it is in the world. Sometimes it could be strange places. If you come to Singapore, I'm happy to host you. And I'll let you know if I come to Europe as well.
Excellent. Sounds great, my friend. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Ending the broadcast right now. Everyone else, if you found this video useful, please click the like button, hit subscribe, stay updated to more live streams on Tesla.